Hi guys, my name is Roger. Welcome to a new video. In this video, a messy video. This will be a messy video, very unprepared, but it's about a D20. And why unprepared? Because I received today a question about the sequencer of the D20, and then I thought, that's nice. Let me show you something about the sequencer of the D20. Then I opened the flight case where it was in. And oh my god, it was terrible. The flight case, the plastic, the protection was all crumble, and the D20 was dirty, as you can see in the quick video here. Also, it's over there. Yeah, I put it over here. Terrible. But yes, it worked. The D20 is working. Well, the buttons do have some are difficult to manage, but to handle. But it works. So I will show you how the sequencer of the D20, an old synthesizer from 1988 or 1987, is still working, and how I created some music with it. So messy, dirty, like I'm talking right now. Very quick, pop, 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 pop. Also the video. Take a look. D20 sequencer 8-track. Thank you guys. Here we go. So I received a question about the D20 to show more about it, and especially the sequencer. Well, this is very nice. I'm happy it still works because it's already an old machine, but it still works. I do have some problems with the knobs, but that's okay. That's okay. The buttons are a bit sturdy. Anyway, let me tell you something about the sequencer and how I use it, or used it when I was young. The sequencer is an 8-track sequencer because the D20 is multi-timbral, and it has a separate rhythm track. Let me go over here. So you get some pre-programmed rhythms, 8-beat 1, 8-beat 2, 8-beat 3, and so on. And from 51 and up, you can program your own patterns. But what I did is using the drum kit with sounds. So if we go now to manual drum, normally you would have all the drums here. But what I did, I programmed, for example, this is the organ bass sound, the organ step sound, which I used in another video. But I programmed it into the rhythm kit. So this is a kind of bass drum. These kind of sounds. And what I also did, let me show you how it works, because if we go to edit, if I play the keys, you see it over here changing. So this means you can adjust sounds. Now you see R12, but with this one I can also use the internal sounds, and the internal sounds you can create yourself. So this is how I adjusted the drum kit, because this way I had a recurrent pattern, because the pattern is playing all the time. And the problem with the sequencer is that you don't have the copy function. You don't have a copy function, so you have to play it all by yourself. But with house music, or with most music, it's repetitive. So it's keep on looping all the time. So I give you an example about pattern 51. So this is a pattern using an organ bass sound and this kind of bass drum. Well, it's not a bass drum, it's a bass sound. So then you have the sequencer, 8 track sequencer. Let me turn this off, this one also. And over here we see the rhythm. So what we did is we had sequencer, this one internal, we press internal, then you see rec over here, and now you were able to select the pattern you wanted. So in this case I want pattern 51, enter measure number 2, pattern 51. Again, let me check 52. Okay, 52 is this one. Okay. Also what I did is, for example, the bass drum, I made it stereo. How did I do it? Well, if we go to the manual drum to change the sounds, we go to key transpose down. Now you hear one bass drum on the left and the other one is on the right. So if you play them together, you got a more powerful bass drum. And also I created myself some snare drums. So combined, it has more punch. Okay, I will stop it. So like I said, it's an 8-track sequencer. Okay, you know what? I'm going to record on track number 1. So what you do is sequencer 1. It says record. Now you can choose record, key on, which means when you start, when you hit start and you hit the keys, then it starts recording, or the punch in. But I never used punch in. I always did the key on. Depends if I needed to record something immediately on the beat. So let's say over here we do a count in. No, I don't want it on 1. I want it over here on 6. So sequencer, record, start, count in. Something like that. Now I can quantize what I've played. So I do edit. We see quantize. Now we can adjust the type of quantize. I do enter. On which track? Track number 1 needs to be quantized. Now it's not blinking anymore. I do enter. And what I've played is now quantized. So if I go to over here. let me play something like this with track number 2. So no, let me wait. Okay, something like that, yeah. It was already played, but I did not like it, so I will first clear the track. Clear track number 2. This. And I want to have it here. Okay, so I'm going to, no, I'm not going to quantize that, because for sure it will not sound very nice, so I leave it like this. Okay, now on track number 3, I want to use a very loud sound. Let me show you. Well, let's take a listen. It's not a loud sound, but it's a deep bass. So remember, this is all the D-20. And I want to do it something like that, okay. Just to give it some oomph over here. So, sequencer, I'm going to record on track number 3. Now a key on. And I've created, wait, let me stop first. I've created already this pattern. So it's very easy. But the bass drum has to do it, the bass sound. So key on, when I hit the keys, it will start recording. So now I'm a little bit scared to quantize this. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. But because I think it will remove the swing, because it doesn't have swing, the sequencer. Oh, okay. As you can see, it's now ending, but it's on repeat. You can change it to once or repeat. In this case, I leave it on repeat. And what else? I want to change the tempo to 122. Let's take a listen. Okay. So reset start. I do stop start if the buttons will work. Yes. stop it. So nice, very nice. Let me do something else also. Because the sequencer can use internal sounds, but you can also trigger external sounds. Let me change my MV8000 to multi-timbral mode over here. Okay, multi-timbral mode is on. So if I now select, oh, I have to turn up the volume also of the MV. Okay, so I will select now channel number 4. So we hear now 2 sounds at the same time. I will lower the pen of lower the volume of part number 4. And what we now hear is the MV8000. Well, I haven't played with it. Let me select another sound. But then I have to change another MIDI channel over here. Okay, I will do it again. I will lower down the level. I still hear it because it was not completely on. Somehow I still hear it, but later on we won't notice it. What I also can do is change it over here to another sound. Okay, let me give an example. I press record, I do key on, something like that. It's not practiced at all, just quick on the go. So okay, I've quantized it already, so it's on track number 4. Now you don't hear it, but if I press the 4 button, look at that. It's track number 5. Yes, of course. So track number 5. I recorded track number 4. Okay, track number 5. Yes, of course. Now it's triggering track number 4, but it has to be number 5. Okay, it's a little mess. It's a huge mess at this moment. Okay. Let me do that again. Let me do that again.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh.
Okay. Repeat. Yes. Key on. just some stupid fiddling around. I will quantize it. But it's just to show you how it works. So if I press now track number 5, you should hear the MV8000 with that stupid, that funny thing. Okay, let's give it a try.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
So it's now triggering track number 5, the MIDI channel number 5 of the MV8000.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, just a simple example about using the sequencer of the D20. 90, 88, and yeah, I'm still happy that it still works, although I think I have to clean it. Thank you for watching, and we see each other next time. Okay, bye bye guys, bye bye.